Yeah, dude, I've been tapped in for a while to like your music.
I appreciate it. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
I think I
That's cool as
discovered you
fuck.
like actually I want to say like a year or two ago. But then like I started doing these interviews like 6 months ago and I was like now I'm starting to like really get into like everybody that I've listened to over the last 2 years.
That must be mad though. That must be mad. Like you listen to someone and then 6 months to a year later, you're having a chat to them about the music that you like. Like that
No,
must be pretty
it's
hectic.
pretty fun actually. It's pretty crazy. I've met some really cool people, and I'm actually working on a song with one of them, which is like even crazier. So like it just kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
it's kind of crazy like where life takes you in such a short period of time. So
Yeah, that's nuts.
yeah, like what inspired you? Like what got you into like making music to begin with?
Let me think. Oh yeah, how could I forget? Martin Garrix. I used to like when I was 11, 12, like love listening to Martin Garrix, and I remember like searching up a video or watching some sort of video where he was in the studio and he was using FL Studio, and I was like, dude, I want to do that shit. I want to make EDM. And yeah, that was basically it. Honestly, getting into EDM at like 11, 12, and just wanting to make it pretty much.
Yeah, no, Martin Garrix is the goat. Like I feel like Animals. You know he made Animals at like 17 and he was like performing like live in front of huge stages. Like the dude is
That's cooked,
nuts.
man.
Like
He's insane. Like what he did at such a young age. Like he was going nuts for a while,
oh
and
yeah.
I was probably his number one listener on Spotify or close to, because I was spinning his shit constantly. Obviously I don't really listen to him too much nowadays, but yeah, I gotta give props to him. He's the reason I'm making music.
Yeah. No, like Martin Garrix is just something different. So would you consider him to be like one of the biggest inspirations to your sound or like who do you think is like your biggest inspiration to like your sound currently?
Oh, currently, honestly, that's a good question because it's weird. This sounds really really weird, but I don't listen to a crazy amount of house music or even like EDM anymore. So I'm mostly like listening to R&B and stuff. But in terms of house producers that I'm kind of feeding off right now, I do really really like Chris Stussy. He's hectic. He'll always be one of my favorites. Um, Martin Garrix's earlier stuff sometimes I draw from, like all the melodic stuff he would do in the breakdowns of his tracks. I always used to love. I wasn't even when I would listen to his stuff. The drops were okay, but I would mostly listen just for I don't know. He would write really really good break melodies, and I tried to kind of get that kind of vibe into my tracks. So in terms of house producers, it's really just like Chris Stussy, obviously Martin Garrix, a bit of Mall Grab, Obscure. They're pretty good. Um, and then there's someone else I'm forgetting. Selka, yeah, Selka's good.
Yeah, no, Chris Dussy is pretty good. He's been in the game I think quite some time now. And so have all the other people that you mentioned and like I think I'm most familiar with Martin Garrix and Chris Dussy, so it's like um with Chris Dussy specifically, I know he started like in his 30s or something, and then kind of the opposite with Martin Garrix, where he started at a younger. Like that's the thing about house music, you know. It's like everybody enjoys it, you know. Like there
Yeah,
is no really like a specific age range. That's what's so cool about it.
I've never noticed that. That's crazy. That's actually that's a good insight because I don't know. I listen to a lot of like R&B and rap music, and that is 99% of the time people who are like 25 and younger.
Hmm.
Um, so it's cool to have a genre where you can be sort of any age and make it. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, actually, I listened to. I went through like a deep dive of some of your stuff, and I noticed that you also had like a lot of R&B and rap like kind of beats. So did you start
Yeah,
off like making rap and then switch to house, or did you do like the opposite?
I kind of like flip flopped. I started off making like super cheesy like 2010s EDM. Oh, sorry, that's my phone going off. I started off making like very very cheesy 2010s EDM, and then sort of around like 2017ish, I started like going back and listening to more rap music, and I started making like trap beats, and then eventually that went from trap beats into sort of more like boom bap soul beats, and then eventually I kind of merge them together into what you would have heard, which is more um, like jazz, trap, R&B sort of stuff. And then I literally just would make the one-off house song, and then those started doing really, really well. And I kind of got back into making it, and yeah. So yeah, I'm back on the EDM house wave now, but yeah, I was making hip hop for a while.
Oh yeah, okay. Like I feel like with house, like again, like how I mentioned, I feel like it's a little easier to market because such a big range of people enjoy it versus like rap music. It's a very specific niche of young people, and
Mm,
like with rap, like I feel like a lot of producers they start off like making trap beats or like type beats on YouTube or something, you know?
exactly, exactly.
Like that's how I started. You know what I mean? Like me personally speaking, but like I also a lot of the other producers that I've talked to on my channel have also mentioned something similar where they also started off making type beats for YouTube.
That's mad. That's mad.
So I wanted to get into your persona online. So what do you
Mm.
feel like in like what inspires you to like create an aesthetic online? Like what inspires your aesthetic online?
I would say like I don't know, early 2010s sort of nostalgia, like indie sleaze sort of fashion and stuff. Um, I don't know, like I think the early 2000s trope is kind of overdone, and I like sort of the aesthetic of like 2009 to maybe 2012, 2013, that sort of era of music, and the fashion around that time. And like I try to make my covers look like that as well. And obviously my biggest song has 2009 in the title. So yeah, I would say it's like early 2010s sort of nostalgia mostly.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like I kind of picked up on that with the 2009. Like I was like between like I feel like the Y2K movement is like the new at least the new version of it. There's a huge push
Yeah.
for it right now. But I also see alongside of it like that 2000s early 2000s like vibe. I feel like Jordans are coming back too.
Yeah. And people are wearing those what are those fucking the Mason Margielas with the wings? Are those the ones? Or are they Adidas? I forget. I've been seeing so many of those around as well.
Yeah, dude, Margielas have I feel like always been in style. They're kind of timeless.
Yeah, good point actually.
Yeah.
Fuck.
The tabbies as well. Like I feel like the tabbies like 5 years ago were like,
Ooh.
dude, that was like a status symbol.
I always wanted one of those, but I was either too broke or like just couldn't justify the purchase. And now I look back, I'm like, bro, I should have copped a
Yeah, you
pair.
should have just like bought it, whatever.
Oh, dude, I need to impulsively purchase more.
I wanted to ask you, so like when you start a song, do you normally start with the drums, the melody, the bass? Like what do you normally start with? Like what's your process?
Um, I would say most of the time I start off with a melody. Normally I'll lay down some chords and then kind of just I have like a MIDI keyboard, and then I just kind of play notes over that. I can't really play piano well, like at all. Um, so yeah, I kind of mess around with that until I find some notes that I like. I dump the score into FL, and then I kind of just get a full melody and chord progression, and then from there I normally go bass line, and then I feel like the bass line kind of dictates what the drums should be. I find it really hard to do it the other way around. I've tried a few times, like trying drums first. It doesn't really work. But yeah, mostly melody, bass, then drums, and then arrangement.
Hmm. You know, it's funny. I feel like depending on the genre that you make, you start with a different thing. Like when I talk to trap producers, they always start with drums. Versus whenever I talk to drum and bass producers, it's always been like ambient or something. Or I'll get in touch with some complextra producers. They'll always say bass. So everybody I feel like it kind of gives me like a different answer, just kind of depending on the genre. And like I've noticed like certain like little gimmicks with specific genres, which is really cool. Like I feel like everyone has a different answer.
I've never even thought about that. That's kind of cool though. That does make sense. Hip hop starting with the drums because obviously melody is important in a hip hop beat, but like um, you can get away with a house song with average drums, but if a hip hop song, if the drums don't knock, you may as well like not listen to it. You know,
Yeah,
that's why Timbaland is like one of the best to do it because his
dude.
drums. You could have taken out the melody, it still would have been so good.
Dude, I think dude Timbaland's like top three producers. Like I think it's like I think the Mount Rushmore of rap. Okay, this might be controversial, but the Mount Rushmore of rap, like of like producers, you have Metro Boomin, Pierre Bourne, Timbaland, and then Kanye West. I think those are like the top four producers.
I can respect that. That's pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie. Like I would struggle to find any faults. Mine would be different, but not so much different. I would definitely have Kanye up there.
Really?
Like Kanye was ridiculous. I'd probably have. I'm trying to think. Um, Pierre Bourne's a shout as well. Actually, I'd probably have him as well. Because if you think he's had so many iconic productions, um, and he kind of created his own wave. Fuck, no, actually rate yours. Yours is a pretty good Mount Rushmore.
Well, thank you. But dude, I think Pierre Bourne is like, dude, everybody wanted to be Pierre Bourne in like 2018. It's actually crazy.
Oh yeah, dude. The 808s, his drum kit, the one on the one on free drum kits.
Yeah, Lunch
.net.
77.
Oh dude, that shit has been rinsed so much and it still works. I'm so glad you knew the exact one. That's
Dude, the Lunch
crazy.
77 kits, bro. Dude, those got me through some times, man. Like fucking the Metro Boomin, the Suicide Boys. You know, there's a Skrillex one.
No?
Yes, it's not that good, but like his rap ones are really good. Like all of his rap drum kits are like phenomenal.
Dude, that low key. That's like a deja vu moment. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
dude,
What the fuck?
same.
There was there was another. It was that and the Ronnie J drum kit. I think it was.
Yeah, Ronnie J. I had the
Yeah.
Nav one.
You what? Sorry.
I had the Nav drum kit.
Oh, I wanted that, bro. I wanted that. I
Yeah,
couldn't find the right one. Every single one that I downloaded, like off Reddit or something, because I wasn't paying for drum kits back then,
me neither. Yeah.
was crap. I mean, I
Oh
still
yeah.
kind of don't, but yeah.
So actually, building off of like what we talked about earlier, I was gonna ask you like, what DAW do you use?
I use FL Studio, the whatever the latest one is, 20 or whatever. They kind of did a weird thing with the names.
Mhm.
But yeah, FL Studio 20.
Yeah, was that like your first DAW, or did you switch from something else before?
FL Studio would have been my first door. FL Studio 12, I think, would have been when I started. I think FL 11 was a couple of years before my time. I went back and tried to use it because I used to watch like Nick Mira
Hmm.
a lot on YouTube, and he would use and a bunch of other like hip hop producers that I would watch would use FL 11, and so I went back and tried to use that. I used that for like 6 months, and that was kind of I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. No, I feel like Nick Mira and like all of that internet money, like that whole group, like they had like a
Yeah,
huge wave in like 2020, I
yeah.
think something around that time. And like they were so big at one point.
Oh, they were going nuts. Like I don't know if you ever downloaded their FL Studio skin into your FL. I had that as my skin for FL for a while, and it would just say "internet money" everywhere. I couldn't even read what the buttons were, but I was like, "Oh, these guys are hard, eh?"
Dude, actually I use Ableton, so I never downloaded any skins. And you know what's really funny though is like I discovered skins were a thing like I want to say last month because I was like watching one of my other homies produce on FL on like a Discord call, and I was like,
Yeah.
what the hell is on the back of your like, I'm like, what is that? And it was like literally a bunch of like Roblox characters like holding hands, like wrapped around the entire FL. I'm like, what am I? I'm like the beat, like put the beat aside. Like, what am I looking at right now?
You gotta make the switch. You gotta make the switch.
No, I
Honest,
know.
now honestly, I probably should use Ableton. I worked with a few producers. Um, like when I was over in Sydney recently, like I was in a studio session and like they were using Ableton and the workflow seems crazy. Like if you get good at it, it looks nuts. I just kind of can't comprehend what's going on. Because visually, I don't know. It's a bit much to get a hang of. But I'm assuming once you get into it, it's pretty useful.
It's pretty good because like the stock plugins are good. Like I'd never need to spend on VSTs, like external like VSTs and stuff. Like I feel like I just never need to spend on that. Whereas my FL Studio counterparts, I feel, are more reliant on VSTs.
100%. Yeah. Like if you asked me to make a stock beat, I really struggle. Like FL stock plugins. Also, like depending on the fucking version you have, like you won't even have access to all the plugins. Like it'll be a trial version,
Hmm.
and it's like so. You're tempting me to make the switch. I'm probably too lazy though,
Yeah,
too
honestly,
entrenched in my ways.
it is a dedication. A lot of my friends who use FL or they kind of swear by it. You know, even though I bully them
Mm.
about it all the time, but like they just swear by it. They're like, dude, this is like what I use all the time, and I'm like, you know what? Like I may make fun of them for it all the time, but at the same time, it's like they made it this far with FL Studio, so it's like I can't even diss them.
Yeah, it's like he I didn't realize how many. I just assumed everyone used FL, and it wasn't until like I started meeting other producers who were like really good, and they were all using Ableton. I'm like, fuck, maybe this isn't advanced as I thought. But nah, I do the same. Like I kind of bully people who use Ableton. Like I just say it looks like XL, even though I'm
It
kind of
does.
jealous because there's some cool shit. There's some kind of cool shit it can do that FL can't. So I'm a bit jealous.
Yeah, no, it does look like Excel. That's been our like number one like make fun of. You know, like our like people make fun of us for it all the time, and there's like been a whole like war, you know, and like out of all of the producers that like interviewed, I'd say like maybe 70% use FL, and then
Oh
maybe
really?
yeah, like and maybe like 20% use Ableton. Like Ableton's in the minority, and then there's like this 10% of like weird like garage band, and I'm like, I don't even know like what to say whenever someone says like, yeah, like I use GarageBand. I'm like, oh, that's cool, you know. But like to me, I'm like, I've never even encountered anyone that's like produced on like anything other than Ableton or FL. Like, so I have no idea like what to talk about like about the DAW. You know what I mean?
That's a good point. I haven't met anyone either who uses GarageBand. I've met one of my mates. He uses Logic, and Logic is like so weird looking to me because it looks so similar to GarageBand. So it's just I don't know. Like I think Ableton and FL is the way to go if you stray from that.
Hmm.
You're just a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, like Logic is just basically GarageBand with a paywall. At least that's what I think it is. But
You're not wrong, eh? It looks so similar. And it's because it's maybe it's because the Apple UI is really like well designed and it makes everything look really clean. Because it looks so simple, you just look at it and you're like, nah, there's no way he's making like an actual song on this. Like this looks like it's
yeah,
on my iPad, you know?
no,
It looks so
exactly.
stupid.
I know, dude. It's actually insane. But like, I mean, hey, man, some of them figure it out. I don't know how, but they figure it out. And at that
Yeah,
point, I'm like,
honestly,
I can't even judge them at that point.
honestly, respect. If you can use, um, who what was his name? Was it, you know, Burial, the garage producer from the UK?
Who is it?
Burial.
Oh yeah, Burial. Yeah.
He used I'm completely, was it Soundforge or some, it wasn't even a door. He used some random audio editing software to do his whole first album. Um and it's like I think it's Soundforge. Um and he used like the weirdest way ever to make his album, but it sounds fucking great. So like, you know, doesn't even matter.
Yeah, I've heard people use Audacity, like that kind of thing.
Nah,
Yeah,
that's actually crazy.
I'm like, bro, are you
That's
just like boom, boom, boom into the mic? Like, what are you doing?
so how do you write notes? You can't.
I know.
There's no piano roll. How are you making beats in there? The fuck?
Dude, I have no idea, but like I'll like I think I've heard like one person, like I haven't interviewed anybody that did this, but like an Audacity producer, like I knew one. I was like, how the hell are you doing that? And like it sounded like the music sounded pretty esoteric for lack of a better term. So I feel like it just kind of matches.
The weirder the music, the weirder the door.
No,
100%.
exactly. So
That's fucking wild.
yeah, dude, it is pretty gnarly. Yeah, I wanted to get into. We were talking earlier about the VSTs. Like, what are your top three VSTs?
Ooh, um, right now, Kickstart is
Yes.
is probably my number one, dude. Kickstart. I've been using a bunch of different, oh, not bunch. I've used a couple different sidechain plugins, and for some reason, I don't know. Like even when I've got a good computer, they still lag me out, and also the side chaining is really hard to draw in. Like I was using there was one on my old laptop called Big Kick Dipper. I don't know if you heard of that.
Hmm.
And it was shit. Like it was so bad. Like I would load up the plugin, and before I'd load it up, I'd have to save my project because there's like a 25% chance it crashes my computer. I was using one called Sidekicks up until probably a year ago, and that wasn't good. And then I made the switch to Kickstart. It's just been great. Um, Let me think. Another one, Silent one. Silent one is so classic.
Yeah, I've
Like
heard of
it's
Silent.
literally it's I've been using it since probably since I've started producing. And there's just so many presets for it, EDM wise. Um, and then damn, let me think. Number three would probably have to be either Serum or Purity. I actually can't pick. Probably Serum, but Purity is probably my honorable mention. Purity is very good.
Okay. Yeah, I mean Serum, like anything that's kind of like a synthesizer where you can like mess with the parameters yourself. Like I think that's
Yeah.
just so good. You know what I mean? Because like when you can mess with like the saw wave, the triangle wave, the whatever wave, the sine wave, like when you can control that, like I feel like your options are literally endless.
Oh, it's nuts. It's like one of the I hardly ever tweak my presets, but on Serum, that's the one program where every single time I'm like, I can reasonably get this sounding how I want it to sound because it's so intuitive.
Hmm.
I rate Serum. Serum's good.
Yeah, no, Serum is great, and it has amazing presets everywhere. You know, like if you know where to look, you'll find like really solid presets.
100%. I should probably upgrade to Serum too because isn't it backwards compatible with Serum presets? I think.
I'm not sure. Because I
Because
don't,
like
I use Vital. I don't really use Serum that much. I've always been more
oh
of a Vital
damn,
nerd. Yeah,
Vital. I got to tap into that. I've never heard of that.
it's free.
Vital.
It's basically Serum Light. Like if you really like, it's just Serum if it was free.
Oh yeah, I may as well download it then.
Yeah, 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 I recommend it. It also has really great VSTs. So, where do you stand on the usage of like drum samples and loops?
Oh, that's a good question. I reckon like as long as the sampling is like transformative, um, I think I'm fine with sampling. Obviously, I sampled a lot of my older music. I don't really sample anymore. But yeah, I think sampling, yeah, as long as it's transformative, I think it's fine. But like, I know a lot of people loop in regards to loops, um, have like, especially hip hop producers, they frown upon using loops. Um, I think it's fine. I don't think it's too bad. There's worse things you could do.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I feel like one thing is like if you're gonna like use a loop, I feel like you should mess with it a little bit instead of just like
Yeah,
taking something out of Splice and just throwing it in. I feel like if you mess with it a little bit, kind of gives it a little bit of more of a flair. Gives it like kind of that creative aspect.
yeah, and also like, um, if everyone's using the same loop, it's just gonna sound. You're gonna sound like everyone else's song. Like the amount of songs I've heard, that people have like submitted to like my Discord or I just hear on SoundCloud where it's like, I know exactly what that loop is, and you just haven't like changed it at all.
I feel that, bro. Like, or when you hear like, or what's even more of like a mind trip is when you listen to a song that's pretty popular, right? This will happen to me. Like, it's happened to me a few times where I listen to like, I'll go to like a club, or I'll go like on Spotify like random like playlists, and I'll listen to a song by like some B list or like some other artist or something, and I'll listen. I'm like, holy crap! Like I know this Splice sample, you know, and like I'm in the club and like nobody knows that I'm literally tripping nuts because I'm like tapping on my friend's shoulders like, bro, like I know this sample, and they're just like looking at me like I'm some nerd, you know. Like bro, like this is a Splice sample, like y'all don't get it, like I've heard this on Splice, bro, like you know what I mean.
And they're just like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
No, exactly, bro, like they don't get it. I mean, it's just like a weird niche thing.
Oh, 100, I'd love to go out with like a bunch of producers and just like see how many Spice samples we can hear tonight. Because what's the other one? Closer by Different. My friend put that on in the car the other day, and I was like, I know that exact vocal sample. Like I've heard it so many times. I'm not saying it's bad, because I've used vocals from Splice, but I'm like, holy, and even when I'm in the car, like whenever I do this, my missus gets really mad. Like I'll be listening to a song and I'll be like, "Oh, I know another song that samples it. Cue it up." And she's like, "Bro, I don't even care. Like, shut up. It doesn't even matter." And I'm like, "No, no, no, you don't get it because it's once you hear a song and you hear it in another song, it's
I
just
know.
so different."
It's like oh, like you're like pointing at it, like oh
It
my god.
starts freaking out,
You start like
and then
monkey
everyone
mode.
else,
You're
yeah, monkey mode.
like you don't get it, dude. I
Bro, you
get
don't
it, bro.
understand what's happening right now. It's nuts.
But yeah, actually, I wanted to ask you, like, who do you see yourself like collaborating with next?
Um, oh, that's a good question. Uh, I'm kind of weird. I'm yet to have um a formal collaboration. Um, I've been working with well, he just sent over a verse the other day. This rapper from Sydney called Driz. Um, that's hopefully we can get the song done and put it out and everything. But um, yeah, I don't have any crazy sort of collaborations lined up. I did like at the start of last year randomly have like BB Rex's team reach out to me. Um, and I was like, "Oh, you guys want to do a song or whatever?" And then they ghosted me. So I did have a big collab, but I fumbled it.
It'd be like that, dude. I feel you.
I was like so hyped. I didn't even listen to her music that much, but yeah, that was that's it. Those are the only collabs I can sort of think of. I'm really bad with working with people. I just kind of like to do everything in house. So yeah,
I low key get it, bro. Like the thing is, when it comes to collabs, like I love to collab with people just because it's like I just like to work, right? Like whether or not I'm doing it by myself or I'm doing it with somebody else. But like my workflow when I'm doing it by myself, I get way more done. You know?
yeah,
So like whenever I'm collaborating with people, like it's like okay, like we're going back and forth for like 3 weeks. Like, yo, is this good? No, change this. Make this quieter, make this louder. Like it's like it's good, but like there's so much like manipulation and like not manipulation, like sound manipulation and like really little things that where it's like okay, like we need to like make sure we agree both of us on like the same thing. You know what I mean?
yeah.
There's got to be
And
some
also, like,
level of sacrifice.
I was gonna say that's the one thing that like I'm really selfish. I can't part with that sometimes. I would find that really hard.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course, if you've built your brand around a specific sound and then somebody else built their brands like around a different kind of sound, to find that really good tightly knit collaboration, it's pretty tough. I get it.
Yeah, I should probably start doing it more just because I think it's probably a good skill to have. Because like I've obviously been in studio sessions with people and like made stuff, but I've never come out and been like, oh, that's like crazy or whatever. Um, so yeah, I need to get into it. I need to start, I guess, reaching out to producers. It also doesn't help that like where I live in like Australia, like there are just one, there's like barely any people, and two, there's like barely any producers. And the producers that like I do know are just like they're good, but they're just not my style. If that sort of makes sense.
Hmm.
So it would have to be international, and then the time zones, and it's just a mess.
Yeah, it's actually pitch dark where I'm at right now. Like I'm lighting up my video on my side like with like a light.
Holy shit! I'm like, it's what 10:30 for me right now. It's actually, I would say it's sunny out, but it's for the first time in ages not sunny.
Really, Perth.
Whereabouts in America are you?
I'm in California. I'm like 45 minutes south of LA.
Oh, dope.
So I'm very
So what? It's autumn, winter ish there.
yeah, like I'm sure it's like oof, it's starting to get cold for you guys now, right?
Yeah, it'll get down to probably um 20. I think the coldest it gets around here is like 15 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure what that would be in Fahrenheit, but yeah, it's very weird climate because it's very temperate. But yeah, like I don't know, it's quite nice. What's the weather like in LA? Is it super hot or is it much
Actually,
fluctuation between the seasons?
you know what's funny? I researched this. So Perth is one of the areas that is called like a Mediterranean climate. So Perth
Oh
actually
man,
shares the same climate as like Southern California where I'm at, and like
what
most
the
of the
hell?
Mediterranean and Chile and the southwestern Cape of South Africa. So all those areas they share the same climate.
Oh man, so we must have pretty similar climates. That's kind of cool. I remember hearing that somewhere, and I wasn't sure if it was true because I don't know. I think one of my friends said it, and I was like, I don't know if I trust you. Um, but, but yeah, no, that's kind of mad though. I wouldn't have even have thought of that. So what you guys get to probably 35, 40 degrees Celsius in the summer then, so pretty hot.
Yeah, no, we get pretty hot. I don't know what it is in Celsius, but in Fahrenheit, I think we top out. Well, I'm by the ocean, so we top out at like 90, right? Like around here
Okay,
in the
that's
summer. So, but like if you go to the IE, like inland, the Inland Empire,
mm,
like it goes to like 110. Like it goes into triple digits. It gets pretty hot over there.
holy.
Yeah.
That's I'm doing the conversions right now on Google. That's cooked.
Yeah.
Um, it's really weird because because the state where I live, Western Australia, it's so massive that like obviously at the bottom of Western Australia, it's like pretty temperate and even sometimes cold. And then you go up north and it's like upwards of, let me do the quick conversion actually, 50 degrees to like 122 degrees Fahrenheit in some places in the middle of summer. Like
Mhm.
my dad used to work out in like a mine near this place called like Marble Bar. And it was like sometimes 50 degrees Celsius, which was nuts.
Yeah, no, Australia is a huge, huge island, right? And it's like, it's so nuts to see, like, because like it has a rainforest in the northern tip of Queensland, and like 90% of the island's a desert. You know, it's such a weird like world like island thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can go around it and experience like totally different climates. But I guess the US is pretty similar. Like I'm assuming the weather in LA is vastly different to the weather in New York and Florida.
Oh,
Like I've heard
100%.
Florida is nuts in terms of humidity and just like it feels heavy the heat over there.
Hmm. Yeah, like when you're in Florida, like you feel like you're breathing in hot soup all the time. You know?
Oh nah.
Yeah. Dude, that's just what I see. Like one of my really close friends like goes to school out there or she went to school out there. And like there's always like some humidity story and it's just like all like the stickiness and stuff. I can't do that. You know, like I
Nah,
experienced that.
dry heat. That's cooked. That'd be like Queensland weather. Those two would be super similar.
Yeah.
And like I went with my girlfriend to Thailand almost 2 years ago now, and it was similar to that. Like it was like you step outside, and it's like you can feel the heat. Like the air feels thicker. It's weird. It's nice for a holiday. I don't think I could live in that permanently. I think
Yeah.
it's kind of cooked.
No, I feel you. Like I went to Hawaii and this was like a few months ago. It was really pretty out there. Such an interesting place, but it was so it was literally like September. Like it should have been kind of colder or starting to get cold, and it was just like really hot, you know?
Damn.
And it was like so sticky. I felt sticky all the time. But like it was so fun though. I loved it. I was at the beach like the whole time.
I really want to go and surf over there, but obviously not at the massive like Jaws and that
Yeah, no,
sort of stuff.
fuck that.
Pipeline.
No, pipeline, bro.
So
I actually saw pipeline. I swam in it. Yeah, dude.
no,
I swam in pipeline, dude. It was awesome. Okay, it wasn't pumping or anything. It was like maybe 2 to 3, like 2 to 3 feet, but it was nutty.
that's no, I wouldn't even, bro. Even swimming, that's a respect for that. Seriously, that's I don't know. Every single video I see of pipeline is the scariest thing I've ever seen.
Okay, but
Like
that's
I've
like
surfed most of my life and it's cooked.
yeah, okay. So pipeline only gets pumping like that in the winter, right? Because that's when the swell from the north comes. Like in the summer, um, like when I went, whereas like the fall kinda, like it wasn't pumping at all. You know, like it was just literally like baby waves. It was like maybe 2, 3, 4 feet. Like that's like really nothing compared to like the 50 that like
Yeah,
pipeline experiences. Like Pipeline experiences like waves that's like similar to like Nazare or Half Moon. You know what I mean?
Jesus.
So like
Okay,
pipeline.
maybe I go in summer then, and I can say I surf pipeline
Okay, yeah. You if you go in the summer, yeah, you can say you surf pipeline for sure.
and just like, oh, that would be good. Do you know about Margaret River in WA?
I do not.
Margaret River is I'd say it's like two and a bit hours south. I've been down there a couple times. I've never surfed the main break because it's ridiculous, but it's I don't know if it's as big as Pipeline, but it definitely get close in winter. There's some of the biggest waves I've ever seen in my life. Um, like it's a bit more, um, even like a 2 hour drive down south. It's a bit more green. It's a bit more wet, a bit more rainy, and the waves are just absolutely cooked. Like I've surfed Yelling Up, which is sort of near it, and I've surfed that in summer, and even in summer the waves were insane.
Yeah, no. Like I've heard like whenever it like gets like super rainy and like super windy, the break is like way better. Like have you heard of the Wedge Newport Beach?
Yes, I watch videos of that all the time.
Dude, that's a 20-minute drive for me, 15-minute drive. And
Get out.
I've swam
Have you
there.
ever been?
Yeah, I've swam there. And I've body surfed there. But like
Jesus.
nothing okay, like again, like I'm just saying that because like there was like no break, like but I've seen those breaks though. Like I've seen them in real life, like those 40, 50 foot breaks that like the wedge will sometimes get. Like it's stupid and it's shore break. I'm like, how the fuck are you guys surfing right now? Like
It's terrifying the videos.
I know. I'm like, dude, like, how are you surfing right now? The whole wave is shore break and it's like 40 feet. Like, the second that thing breaks, you're slapping on the sand. Like, like you're literally getting like smoothed out. Like the second that thing drags you back into the ocean. Like, what do you do? I don't know. Like, I understand body surf or bodyboarding. You know what I mean?
Mm.
That's where it's like,
With the fins as well. Like even if you just use a normal board, like you're gonna just kill it. Like your fins gonna break as soon as you hit the sand. Also, like I've never once seen, maybe I have, but I've never once seen a video of someone at wedge coming out of a barrel cleanly. They always just get swallowed.
yeah,
Like
dude.
they never end up better or okay after the wave. Like they go into it knowing like I'm gonna die here, basically.
Dude, they're tripping nuts every time I see them go out there. I'm like, you're smoking crack if you're doing that. I don't know. Some of them just like the adrenaline, I feel like.
Yeah, I like surfing, but I don't like it that much. Jesus, man,
Yeah, no.
that's
Like we
shout
have
out to them, I guess.
yeah, dude, like we have smaller like wave areas like Doheny Beach that was kind of famous. Then like they built like a harbor and the waves went from like 50 to like -3. Like now it's basically like a baby wave pool or something. So it's like kind of whatever. And I feel like
Uh,
that's kind of like my vibe, like cuz I'm like I surf, but I don't tell people I surf. I just know how to do it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And like my
I
friends will
I
go out,
just
and that's it.
that's kind of cool. I wish I had. Ironically, like I barely have any mates that surf. I mostly just surf like with myself, or I take my little brother out. But even then, like I feel like as I'm getting older, I'm just like my appetite for wanting to get like way better is just completely gone. Like I'm very heavily considering buying like a 9 foot longboard and just like sticking on that for ages because every time I go on my shortboard, like it's such an effort and
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, shortboard is skill. Like longboard is for vibes. You know what I mean?
yeah, and it's so nice, especially in summer when the waves suck. Um, yeah, like I don't know, I'm kind of the same. I don't typically go around and say to people I surf because then they'll be like, "Oh, do you have a clip of you surfing or something?"
Yeah,
If you're
exactly.
not a poser, and then it's like, "Well, I don't." So you're gonna think I'm a kid now?
No, I feel you, and especially here, like in California, because there's such a big surf culture. Like I can't tell people I surf because like I will always get one upped. Like yeah, I did it like a few times, and we have like those wave storms that we have, like those like little foamies that are like kind of long, and like I'll use those.
Yeah.
Like that's about it. Like that's kind of like my level of surfing expertise. But that like I've never shortboarded before. My friends do it. They're insane.
shortboarding is cooked. Like I'm probably a bit too tall for it. I'm like 6'1", 6'2" ish, and everyone I've seen that's been really, really good at it has been like way shorter than me, and I just feel like I don't have the maneuverability to be like top tier. But yeah, like you have to put in so much effort to paddle to even stay on the wave is so annoying because you have to constantly be pumping. If you're not pumping, you're just gonna fall off. And doing turns and stuff is so laborious.
Damn, 6'1" in a shortboard. Like, is your other foot like on the nose?
Like
Like,
I call it a shortboard, but it's like 6 foot.
yeah, that's
So it's not
crazy,
insanely short, but it's still like I definitely feel like I'm weighing it down a lot. Like I feel way too big for it sometimes.
dude. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm about 6 foot, so like I don't have a shortboard, but that longboard is like 9 feet that I have, and it's just like it's a quite significantly taller than me. And even that, I mean, it's a lot harder to maneuver it because like a 9 foot board is a lot harder to maneuver than a 6 foot one. But like it's just something different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I respect that though. Like it's definitely more. I don't know. Maybe I'm changing, but I find it a lot more enjoyable being on a longboard whenever I have the opportunity to. So
For
I
sure.
rate that. Don't let anyone kind of get on you for it. I know people have a weird thing about foamies. Foamies are can be way more fun. Like in my opinion, at least.
I think foamies are the most fun. Like in my like from what I've experienced, as I've only tried the shortboard like once, but that was like my boy's shortboard. Like it wasn't made for like my size, and he's a bit
Mm.
shorter than me, so it's like okay, like let's try it. And I kept falling. Like it was just like I don't think I caught a single wave.
I mean, fuck it. Stay on the foamies. And foamies are like you can beat them up as well. Like
Yeah. No, mine's got a few
I
holes in
respect
it.
them. Respect that though. That shows that at least you're using it. Then at least you're using it.
Yeah, of course. Dude, I think we got hella sidetracked actually, but that's
My bad. My
no,
bad. My
you're good, bro.
bad.
Like I don't think I've ever talked about surfing with a producer before. That's like super random. But
It's kind of mad.
so how do you feel like like making music has changed you as a person?
Um. Oh, that's a good question. Actually, I haven't thought about that. Um. How's it changed me as a person? I would say I don't know. It's definitely made me more creative. I'm not a super. I would say in terms of how has it changed me as a person. It's I think it's made me appreciate other art forms more. Um, because I don't know, I don't have a lot of friends who are artists. I don't know a lot of people who write, who make music, and I don't know. I guess prior to making beats and getting into it, I kind of thought it was sort of lame. But now I can look at other things and be like, oh, it actually takes a lot of effort and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I feel like I kind of experienced something similar with like painting and like different art forms, like especially like the art that consists of like drawing or painting or that general type of sphere, and it's like it's just like so similar yet so different, you know?
And like they get writer's block just like we do. They
Hmm.
um, make bad drawings like we make bad beats, and like I don't know. It's cool to sort of see the similarities between mediums. Um, obviously, I don't know that many like painters. I don't even know that many writers, but like yeah, I think it was kind of cool to appreciate them because I probably didn't beforehand.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I feel like in a way like all art forms are a lot more like important than people give them credit, you know? Like especially if you know how to turn that art into like something like into like a product and like sell it into a successful market. You know what I mean? Like if you know how to do that really well, like I feel like that's such a great way to push your stuff out. And like even the ones that don't, you know, like if you just do it because you just love it as a hobby, and I think it's kind of a great way to take your mind off of like the BS you already experience on a day-to-day life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's a good way to put it. It's like he uh it is kind of an escape. Like I don't know, I've like a couple mates that like paint and they're like they say it's very calming. Um I wouldn't say I get a maybe I do when I make beats, but um yeah, I'm assuming it's all kind of therapeutic, I guess.
Hmm. So yeah, do you have like a plan to release an album anytime soon?
Not right now, to be honest. Um I think I'm gonna drop an EP within the next 6 months to a year or so potentially. Um, it's just like house music doesn't. I don't know. I don't know how I could turn that into an album. Um, with when I was making hip hop and sort of jazz trap stuff before, I found it really natural to turn that into sort of long form art because I don't know, I had a very solid vision in my head of what it was going to sound like sonically, but I don't really listen to, um, or I haven't really heard many good examples of a house album. Like the way you experience to me dance music in a long form is traditionally like through a DJ mix or something. Those are kind of like house music's equivalent to albums. Um, so I guess I would need to before I even think about one, get a solid like picture in my mind of what that would sound like. Because as I said before, when I was making like hip hop and stuff, I had a very sort of solid vision of what I wanted each album that I was making to sound like.
Yeah. No, I kind of understand that because if you're not a consistent like listener to like house music or like you don't or you haven't like really experienced a lot of house music albums from front to back, it can be like kind of challenging to try and like create your own, you know? Like especially if you don't know how it's supposed to really correlate to the type of music that you make. You know what I mean? If you're so used to listening to, for example, rap music, and you know how like
Mm,
the albums are structured, and you know how successful albums are marketed and promoted, it's way different for a house track, you know, or sorry, a house
yeah,
album. Excuse me.
exactly. Yeah, like and I don't even. Um, I've tried listening to like more long form house music. It's mostly again still mixes, but I don't even I'm not even fully sure how I would go about sequencing the tracks together, making sure they flow. Um, I would want it to, um, I guess in my head, want it to sound like it's sort of playing off a radio station or something, and make the transitions between tracks sort of smooth. Um, which I guess maybe I could do that, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because that was my main vision um, when I was making what do you call it? A few of my like instrumental rap sort of stuff was like I wanted it to sound like it was off like a radio station from like the 90s in Memphis or something, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I feel you like 100%. Like it kind of just like has to all kind of tie in together and make it feel like an like a radio, so it's like kind of consistent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. That's exactly how I'd put it.
So yeah. So my final music related question is if there's any piece of advice that you'd give like a new producer or an artist, what would that be?
This sounds really weird, but like don't try to make good music. Just kind of do whatever you think is like funny. A lot of like the best songs I've made were when I wasn't even trying to make something good necessarily. And I feel like every single time I try to sit myself down and lock in and make the best song ever, I just make like a bunch of crap. Um, so yeah, I would just say don't like put pressure on yourself to get good or anything, and just sort of have fun. If you're not having fun, you're not gonna continue as a producer. Like I certainly wouldn't be making beats if didn't have fun making them. So yeah, I would just say have fun and don't take it too seriously.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Like I feel like a lot of my best music has been when I'm like just like acting stupid, you know? And like
Exactly, exactly.
yeah, and it's just like I just like mess around and I'm like and I send it to my friends. I'm like, dude, look at this like absolute dog like I just made like in like 20 minutes. And it's like the funniest thing for like 2 weeks. I'm like it'll be like 2 weeks later, I'm like, can we stop playing that? You know? And I'm like, bro, like this was like actually like literally horse crap. Like I don't know. Like
But
it's
then it
just
grows on you. It grows on
it
you.
does.
And
I'm
those,
like
those songs that you gotta make some crap just because like you're bored sometimes. Sometimes I'll just sample like I don't know some dumb. I sampled like the Mario Kart song the other day and like made that into a beat. Just because I was bored. Like And I feel like if you don't do stuff like that, you're just gonna get you're gonna feel the pressure, and you won't make good music.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I feel like it should be like some level of that, you know, where you have to kind of like mess around and see like what fits.
Mm.
So I'm gonna move to more like personal questions that I do towards the end of the interview. What is the best game made in your opinion?
That's a good question. Probably Pokemon Emerald.
Pokemon
If I had to pick one, like obviously like massive Pokemon fan, but that was the first Pokemon game I played, and even revisiting it, like I probably play it once, like a full playthrough at least once every year. Um, it's just perfect. Like I can't think of another game I've played where, and maybe I'm blinded by nostalgia, but I can't think of another game that even touches it. Maybe CS:GO in its prime potentially. Um, but yeah, like that game is just it's heaven. Like it's the best game ever.
Dude, CS:GO is so fun, bro. I miss that game.
It's
Oh
so
my
good.
God.
I play with CS2 now, but it's just not the same, man.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah,
It's not good.
it's funny because like I kind of had like a feeling it was gonna be some sort of Pokemon because like the Mudkip, but
Yeah, yeah.
like yeah, like I've only played I think it was Red and Blue.
Oh, the original.
Yeah, like because like my friend had it on his DS and I just like played it. But I
That's mad.
yeah, yeah, but like I never had like a real like experience with Pokemon. Like I just knew the show. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And
No,
like
no, that's fair. I feel like you need to get it into it when you're young.
yeah, that's exactly what it is, you know? Like that's kind of how I feel about Minecraft. You know, when I show someone my age about Minecraft, they're like what is this? But like I've been playing that game since I was like 12, 13, something like that.
Yeah. So it's kind of like you sort of have grown up with it, and then you show it to someone who hasn't, and then it's just a completely different reaction.
Yeah, exactly. So it's super like different. And like that's kind of how I feel about like a lot of different things that are like kind of in that range. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. No, no, totally. That's me. Like when I try to explain to someone how much I like Emerald, like it's kind of hard to get across it, like the, the the way I feel about it, because it's so. I've obviously grown up with it. I played it since I was probably 8, and it's perfect. And you'd probably feel the same about Minecraft.
Yeah. No, like 100%. So, what is your dream car?
Oh, um, probably a Skyline. I want to say, probably like an R34 or something, an automatic one, whatever one I can get that's automatic, because I don't have a manual license. Yeah, I always thought those were clean. I know it's kind of basic, but I'm not super. Like I like how cars look, but I'm not super into them. Like I drive like a Kia, so like I'm not a crazy car guy. But yeah,
Mm.
Skyline I always thought were clean. Either that or like a Jaguar like F type, like one of the real old ones. Or like a Porsche or something. Those are clean.
Yeah. Wait, you guys have different licenses for manual cars?
Yeah, yeah. So most people I know um drive an automatic, and they just get their automatic license. So yeah, you need an extra license or a different license to drive automatic and manual. Is it just all the same over there?
Yeah, like if you could drive an automatic here, you can also drive a manual. It's just a driving license.
Damn, that's crazy.
I
What
know.
the see
Wait,
I
Loki, you're wait,
only
wait, yours is more valid though.
yeah, yeah, because like if I got into a manual, I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah. No,
Like
no,
I'd be
100%.
finished.
Okay.
What would your dream car be quickly?
My dream car would be an Acura NSX or
Acura. I've never seen that. Let me Google that.
yeah, would be like a Skyline. Like the R34s are pretty dope. Like mine would be like an
Yeah,
Acura NSX. I like the new ones.
that's
Controversial.
clean.
Like I like the new ones. I do. But I also like what else would I like? The Lexus LFA. Like if we're talking really like a dream car.
LFA Lexus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is clean.
Yeah, those are like my top two. Like I love those cars.
I've never heard of them, but they look mad. I'm looking at them on Google right now. The body's really unique for the LFA. It's got a
Yeah, dude,
weird
actually,
sort of front bumper. I mess with it though.
yes. So the LFA is tuned by Yamaha, like like the engine.
Oh, real?
Yeah, and like to the point where like you can hear like the engine while you're sitting in the car, and it's tuned like so perfectly. Like it's like a sound engineer's favorite, like the best thing ever.
Have you ever been inside one?
Yeah, like when you're sitting inside one, like it sounds like so amazing while the engine's
Damn,
running.
dude, I need to get in one then.
Yeah.
That's mad.
No, they're sick. If you could move to any country in the world, which would it be and why?
Definitely, definitely either, um, definitely Ireland. Definitely Ireland or maybe Italy. Probably Ireland though. If I had to move anywhere other than Australia, just because I was born over there and I got family over there, and every time I go back, I enjoy it. It's quite nice.
Oh, nice. No, I've never been to Ireland. Like I've heard really good things about Dublin.
Oh, it's fire. It's Dublin's a little bit more touristy now. But like it's still pretty nice. My family's from like 30 minutes south of Dublin, like this seaside town called Bray, and yeah, it's mad. Like I love going there. What's so cool is like you can just walk everywhere. It's one of the weirdest, not weirdest, but like it's one of the coolest things ever. Like just being able to 5 minute walk from my grandparents to my cousin's house, and then 5 minutes to the shops, and yeah, everyone seems to know each other as well, which can be kind of a little bit like scary. Like I went back end of start of 2025, and like I'd walk down the main street of Bray, and like randoms would just be like, "Oh, are you so and so son?" I'm like, "How do you even know that?" Like, it's crazy stuff. But no, it's mad. You'd want to go there. It's pretty chill.
Yeah, like I feel like a lot of those like countries that have been like existing for so long, like their cities are developed to the point so that you can walk between places pretty quickly. Like I'm from Syria, right? And like it's kind of like the
Mm.
same thing over there where literally everybody knows each other. It's super nuts.
So you just like you would if you were there, people would be like, "Oh my God, you're so and so's son, who's so and so's cousin, and I
Yeah.
worked with him here," that kind of thing. Ah, it's cool there.
Like it's cool, but it's like also like there's pros and cons, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I don't like having people know too much about me. Maybe that's just me personally, but like there's like certain limits, I think.
it can be a little bit weird, especially like I don't know, like Irish, because like I'm half Irish and then half Kiwi, and whenever the Irish side of my family gets together, like everyone just like spills the beans. Everyone like always there's nothing left unsaid. There's no sort of filter with them, and everyone talks about everyone. Everyone gossips about everyone, which can be a little bit scary. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if your family's like that, but my Irish side is definitely like that.
No comment.
You
No
don't want them
comment.
gossiping. You don't want them gossiping.
Yeah, but like I mean, I feel like that's just like every family, you know, like it's not really an exclusive thing. But I do get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I
That
do.
is pretty. It's pretty funny.
All right, so for the last question that I have for you is if you could have a superpower, what would it be and why?
Probably this will sound really weird, like really out there. I obviously being able to fly would be great, but I would have a superpower where I'd be able to fix any like tech issue or computer problem and never ever have to like deal with that again. Like any sort of computer problem I could fix instantly.
Really? Like
Yeah,
you
I don't know why.
like that over
Like I
flying?
probably it causes me so much pain daily. I hate dealing with computers. Like if I could if I could go analog and still have the same output, I would go analog. I hate computers so much. Like and I get so many tech issues. I get at least like four a day just using my laptop. Yeah, so probably that. Be able to fix any tech issue instantly.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't think I've heard that. You know, but like that would be kind of a useful skill. You know what I mean? Like just to like.
It is useful. It's a very lame superpower, but in terms of what it would actually benefit my life, like the most, it would probably be that. Like, just
I never even
it would
thought about
fix
that.
everything instantly, and not deal with like corrupted FL Studio files, like FL crashing. Honestly, I would pay all the money in my bank account right now so that FL Studio never crashes again. Like, it pains me. I hate it so much.
I hate that too, bro. It's actually so annoying. Like or corrupted. I think corrupted files are like secretly more annoying though. You know, because you have to go back to the other file that you have of it. Like you have to create like four backups. You know?
Yeah, and then you don't know what you're always like, oh, bro, am I missing something here? Like, I feel like this sounded a little bit different. You get to
Yeah.
question yourself. Like, God, that is honestly, it's like hell.
Dude,
I
I
hate it.
hate that.
I'm
Oh my
glad someone can relate. I'm glad someone can relate.
dude, I actually hate that. But yeah, yeah, that's my interview, man. Like that's the whole thing.
I appreciate it. That was mad. It was a good chat.
Yeah, like I'm glad you like found some time to hop on, bro. Like I actually love doing these interviews. I love meeting people.
I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad. My pleasure. Honestly, I had like a day, I had like a free day today, so I was like, bro, why not? So
Mhm.
it should be some fun. And yeah, we got a little sidetracked with the surf talk, but that was pretty good.
I mean, hey man, if you're ever in Southern California, like you want a place to surf, you can hit me up.
Oh hell yeah, I will, because I don't wanna pick a break where I'm gonna get dumpstered at. I don't want to find
No.
like some unknown spot where I just die, like ledge or something.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like it's not worth it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like you want to make sure you want to like swim out of it like alive. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, ideally, yeah, ideally.
But yeah, dude, like again, thank you for your time so much.